This isn't a build guide. This is my real experience after pulling Aemeath and her weapon, and your results depend almost entirely on who you already own. Her rotation is very fixed. You intro in, short basic string, alt, then if your forte is full, you go skill, basics, skill again, hold basic, and finish with another alt. That's basically her full damage loop. Her problem isn't her kit, it's her teams. Aemeath realistically works in two setups, either a Chisa team or teams built around Lynae and Mornye. That's still true. The issue for me is simple. I don't own Lynae, Mornye, or Chisa, and the damage drop without them is very obvious. She's playable, but nowhere near what I expected. Most of the big damage showcases you see are coming from optimal setups, and in many cases, creator testing environments. Even when it looks free-to-play friendly, they still run the exact supports Aemeath needs to reach her ceiling. On my account, with good stats, the highest hit I saw was about 155,330. That was using the closest team I could make purely to buff her. My best low-investment team ended up being Aemeath with Shorekeeper and Jian, mainly because Jian's outro gives a 38% Resonance Liberation damage bonus to the next character, which directly buffs Aemeath's burst. I tested other slots, including Yuno. Yuno didn't improve Aemeath's damage, she just did her own damage. So right now, my best setup is Aemeath, Shorekeeper, and Jian, and even that feels like a workaround, not a real solution. I'm not saying Aemeath is bad, but don't take those 600k plus thumbnail numbers at face value. Those runs use Lynae and Mornye to amplify Toon Break and related damage, and that synergy is doing a lot of the work. Without those characters, the experience is completely different. My honest takeaway is simple. If you don't have Lynae or Mornye, I don't think Aemeath is worth pulling for. You can make her function, but you won't get the output people are advertising unless you already own the right supports. The only real exception is Resonance 3. At R3, she becomes much more self-sufficient and less dependent on external buffs. When I compare her to teams like Augusta with Yuno or Galbrena with Qiwan, the difference is clear on my account. With those teams, I immediately feel the damage. With Aemeath, I don't. She looks great, her kit feels smooth, but without her intended supports, the damage just isn't there for me. That's the reality of playing free-to-play when you skipped the characters she was designed around.